Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Chase. So we're going to take a quick look at Bitcoin and ES today, do a little update for you guys. So first things first, if you're looking for my thoughts as to what may play out today, market has been consolidative in nature. We can see the consolidation here on Bitcoin. We can see the consolidation here on ES, these tight little ranges. Reason being is because we have Fed Chair Powell speaking today at noon. So I'm expecting somewhat of a slow consolidated morning again, and then at noon when we hear his remarks or whatever is when we're going to look for that move. All right, I'll be looking to trade more of the PM session rather than the AM session. With that said, if we're to talk about what we've been doing lately, I can go to my feed real quick and just show you guys this. This was the short trade setup that I had talked about on Bitcoin. I said we were looking for more weakness, a breakdown before the retrace to entry, and then a retrace above the low time frame liquidity right into here and target liquidity. Okay, if we go over to the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin, we can see we had this breakdown. We had more weakness before the move up. All right, you can see it even clearer on, say, like a 1-hour chart. So I was talking about it in here. More weakness. Look at this, specifically this 1-hour candle here. This was when I believe I set my asks somewhere around there. So more weakness, get your short entry here, and we've been down ever since. I did take partial profits below the 22.7 low. I saw these as somewhat equal lows and equal lows here, sort of all decent confluence there for a take profit, in my opinion. All right, so that's where that trade is at. It's 50% closed. I leave the rest open, stops at break even. The only time I think I will close that is if we reclaim this price floor right here. Okay, so look at this. Resistance, resistance, support, 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 support. Big breakdown through, okay? So what we could see, and this is where I start to look for, Powell and whatnot, and depending on what Powell says, if we come up, maybe we deviate this level real quick. That could be the entry for continuation to liquidity. Okay, that is a potential scenario. We also could simply just come up and reject off the level. These are all possibilities. If you're unsure as to how to enter, you can go to the link tree in my Twitter bio. It's all free. And there's a video called How to Enter Trades 101 or something of that nature. Okay, let me take a sip of water. Outside of that, it's sort of the same, right? We have our weekly resistance here. We can see the confluence, resistance, resistance, resistance. Weekly resistance here. Okay, we've been getting rejected by that weekly resistance over and over and over again. One would think that we would run daily liquidity getting rejected off weekly resistance. Okay, so that's why the trade setup. We had this sweep here, so we had a sweep of the level. Sweep of the level, little deviation again, big breakdown with a break of market structure. We look for the retest, which came, or we look for the, there it is. Sort of like a support resistance retest, but also a sweep of liquidity here. You can see that low there as well. Okay, so that all gets tagged in there. We start moving down, further breakdown. And this is where we start thinking about our stop loss and where our stop loss should be. At the moment, my stop loss is break even. If I do see price reclaim into here and make a market structure break in this direction, I most likely have to close the rest of the trade. I'll take whatever small profits I have left. It'll probably be something like, I want to say 1R or something. It'll net me. I had 3R down here. The total take profit is 5R. Around here would probably get me 1R. Okay, so that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Still expecting more downside unless Powell says something to shoot us upwards. This is the price floor to watch. If we reclaim this price floor and stay above it for a decent amount of time, most likely going higher, and we'll just have to take it from there. It's tough to sort of call these things ahead of time, right? Because you're sort of 50-50 when it comes to someone making a speech and what their remarks are. I don't know if Powell's going to come out and say that, talk about the job markets and say since the job data came in so hot the other day that we can continue to hike, and he's considering 50 basis points hikes again. If he says that, then for sure we're going down to this liquidity. Okay, that's how I see it. Now we go over to ES for those that are interested in that. Nope, that's the chart. Okay, ES. ES is actually breaking down a little bit here before the open. Might just be sweeping this low though. Maybe sweep this low too. Maybe these stay intact. We'll see. But yeah, we have daily support and resistance here. Daily SR, right? If we move down into here, and then in my opinion, we have a bit of a range here. So we can zoom out a little bit. You had, let me just clear this off real quick. So liquidity sweep, okay? Should come down into daily, big daily gap here, and also resistance before the move upwards. Okay, you see how we plow right through that. You move down to a 4-hour time frame and you see the confluence perfectly. Okay, at that point, when I was looking at this yesterday, I was thinking, oh, okay, well, before this breakdown, where was the prior support? The prior support was here. Okay, and that sort of builds a range right in here. If you actually look at that, we move down to an hourly time frame. You have the low, the high, and the move down. Okay, I could see us move back into this range at some point. At that point, we would look at, say, like the 0.5 or something and watch around there for a potential projection. But that's here nor there for now. What I'm expecting with the Powell speech, or I guess sort of what my gut is saying, I think it's going to be time to wipe out all these lows. I think that's the play. So the play is to sweep all these lows. Maybe we don't completely fill the daily gap or get to this SR level. Maybe we sweep this, front run these guys a little bit, reclaim, and maybe we have a strong move back into the range near around the 0.5. You could also see SR level here. Okay, so resistance, support, 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 breaks down through. That could be a potential scenario right there. Okay, so I'll be watching for that. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you want to trade ES, Prime XBT offers ES. It's under SP500 ticker on there. They're the sponsors of this video. Signups and deposits to there. Keep these videos coming. Very helpful. That's how you guys can support me. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great week. Talk soon.